Monologue.
Well, hello and welcome to the weekly Mix and Mash, brought to you by the Midweek Mash Tattie Sportscast. I'm your host, Herbert the White. With me today is Mogger the Wolf and Raggy the Wise. I was going to say Raji, but it's Raggy.
Raji the Wise.
If you're wondering who Mogger is, that's Michael, and Raggy is Paul. That's what Viking names, by the way.
Oh, fantastic.
What was mine again, sorry?
Mogger the Wolf.
Mogger the Wolf.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's spelled M-O-G-R. So, fuck knows.
Probably Mogger, by the way.
Mogger.
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 My name is Mogger the Wolf. Raggy the Wise. Talk like this and whisper, you're Viking.
How yous doing today, lads?
All good in the hood.
All good.
All the
all good.
village that happened to be pillaging at this time.
Whoa.
Aye. Mate, I've got all the tips on how to Viking it up, man. I've seen the Northman. I'll tell you. I got some stories.
I definitely got to see it this week. Just was going to try yesterday, but by the time I finished work, and then the only one we could get to was at 9:30. I was like, I'll drop asleep. Like,
mate.
I'm not paying money to go and drop asleep in the cinema, so
No.
you know?
Get there when you're ready to go, mate, because it is absolutely worth it. What a film.
Definitely this week. I've turned into something like what would you say, a snob? I would say. When it comes to the cinema these days, I can't go into the regular cinema. I have to go into the VIP one.
Oh, you're wanting a wee comfy seat, are you? Right.
Wee comfy seat, lots of room. It's brilliant.
A wee table for your cinema snacks and your popcorn.
Love it. I love it, man. I can't deal with the common people anymore.
No sitting with the scum. None of the scum. No, thank you.
I think Michael's a VIP guy too. I see that.
Are you a VIP cinema kind of guy, Michael?
In the past, yes.
Yeah.
In the present day, being father of a child that costs money, no so much. I'll take what I can get these days. But
it does hurt a tad.
for many a time, or for a long time, me and Mrs. had the Cineworld Unlimited cards, and we would frequent Cineworld cinemas, and we would also take advantage of the slightly discounted VIP thing at Cineworld. Yeah, aye. So it's actually to be fair, it is the business, man. You go in, there's a buffet, you get fed, drink, all the rest of it, and then you go in. It's the comfiest bloody seats ever.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, it's good.
There's one in America.
Lisa spoke to me about this so much as well. Like,
there's a cinema in America actually where it's like table service.
Oh,
You want to you're there, you just sit and press a wee button. They come and get you whatever you want.
press button A for hot dog.
You can get alcohol, food, snacks, popcorn. They bring everything to you.
I was blown away by unlimited popcorn in the VIP thing at Cineworld. That was enough for me. The fact that I could just walk back out into the VIP room, grab a new box of popcorn, and go back in.
What length of film were you watching?
Oh, I like popcorn.
Popcorn knows no bounds.
Oh God!
We did actually, right, just before this has went too far, which it probably already has. We did once do a back to back.
Currently.
So like we went in, something to eat and everything else, snacks for the film, watch the film, back out, chill out in the VIP for 20 minutes, grab more snacks, back out the next film. It was a day.
What a session that would have been, man. Did you walk back outside into the daylight and like some sort of vampire?
It'll be night time before they come out.
Well, in Scotland, you wouldn't have seen daylight.
Oh man. Right.
So,
I think we should
On to the
get
sports.
started. Without further ado, we should mix it up. I'm just going to send a link.
See, before
Yeah.
we get going, Harvey,
Mhm.
can I just acknowledge for the listeners that can't see us that we are decked out like a bloody football team today.
We are.
We have somehow all managed to put on yellow football taps today.
that's so weird.
Mashed
What
Tattie
is
Elite
that
or
all
something. I
about?
don't know what our name's going to be. Mashed Tattie United.
Need to change the colour of the podcast art to yellow.
I've sent you a link in the Skype there. We should go. For anybody who wants to
the
watch
thumbnail might
along.
be the best thing I've ever seen.
Right,
So if you go to YouTube
Going to
and type
YouTube's
in
review.
Canterbury Park Extreme Day Ostrich Race.
my
7,
God.
16, 16.
this is the thing that only happened in cartoons.
Right.
Jesus.
So are we ready to press play, lads?
If you give us a tiny wee second. I think I'll ever be ready.
You ready?
Oh,
Michael,
wait,
you ready?
sorry. Right,
I've seen the
I am
first
now
frame of
ready.
the video. Oh my God.
Right.
Right,
Ready?
ready to press play, aye.
Okay. For anybody who wants to watch, we'll repeat again. It's Canterbury Park Extreme Day Ostrich Race. 7,
Right.
16, 16. Be 1 minute 43 video length, sorry. So let's press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Kaboom.
Wow.
Rough.
Just wow. Look at them trying to hang on.
The kind of green. How is this even possible?
Oh my God. How did it? Oh, I was going to say, how did it dismount?
Oh my
but
God,
I've
the
just
guy's
seen how it
decked
happens.
off an ostrich.
They jump and run for life.
Hold up, is the horse's name Kim Kardashian?
The horse.
Oh,
The
well,
what? The horse, sorry, wait. No, it's not the horse.
no, three's off. Oh my God, that is amazing.
Kim
Kim
Kardashian.
Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. The ostrich, sorry,
See-
not even a horse.
Number two that's away in front there, right? He looks like he's wearing an ostrich costume. That doesn't look like he's riding an ostrich until he falls.
It's just some really lanky guy running along.
Look at the concentration in that face, man.
Oh my God.
How is that a thing?
I don't know. There's Kim Kardashian.
Number one, pipping him into the line. There's number two, falls off the back of the way. Oh, they've got saddles and everything. Look at that.
This seems wrong.
Very wrong.
I mean,
Oh my God.
Brexit, the taking place was called Brexit.
Is that a regular thing?
Surely not. Although
Honestly,
I do see a lot of videos on YouTube with
Yes.
ostrich riding.
there is plenty. You can get ostrich riding experiences in places.
It's an experience I do not
Can't
want.
have put enough.
I
What an
don't want it
experience
either.
that would be, man.
Pure ostrich, I think I would break its back.
I wonder what the weight limit is.
I don't know. Oh man. I had another video, but I don't think it lives up to that one.
I don't think anything could live up to that.
It's the other videos was what. So if you want, you can go and look them up yourselves at home. It was camel jumping in Yemen.
Are people jumping camels or are the camels doing the jumping?
No. The people are jumping over the camels. So they line them up.
This is like Cartman when he jumped over the homeless.
Right, hold on. Let me share one. And they do this
Right,
wee flick
okay.
at the end and all. Like, anyway, right. I'll share it.
Is this people doing the Flosbury flop over the back of a camel?
No, it's different.
Just a bunch of camels looking less than impressed that people are jumping over them.
So if anybody wants to watch this one, well, there's plenty more. This one is Yemen traditional sport, camel jump for WMV.
WMV.
Ready to press play?
Oh,
I'm so
well,
ready.
hi, well, we're here.
All right, press and play in 3, 2, 1, play. Hear the music.
East of Yemen.
Outstanding music.
I've got
Indigenous
mine.
music of Yemen.
Let me get some music. Oh, aye, there we
One
go. The
verse.
music sets the scene, doesn't it? 1v6, all right. Camels never get mad. Is that a thing, or is that the slogan for
I
the
don't
event?
think that's true. Camels are very mad usually.
I thought they were just born. What
So
the hell?
What the?
Jesus!
Look at his wee flick after it, his legs.
Oh, aye, the wee old kick eye. I like it. Oh, aye, there he goes.
What's he doing?
Oh, I know we've got a wee reverse it as well. I like that. I can't believe this is a thing where people are jumping over camels for a sport.
Yep. There's made video. Just type in
How does-
Yemen
How
camel
does that
jumping.
sport start?
I don't know.
You're just you're not just sitting in a traditional Yemeni pub and one boy says, "You know what would be fun? Let's jump out of the camels." Well, that's a conversation they're sitting having. I'm bored. Have you got the fatba? No, the fatba's He's only brought the kids. No. What have we got today? Well, the camels are out there. Will we race them? No, I've got a better idea.
So, YouTube
jump
has
them.
auto-played a video for me called Camel Race,
Oh,
and it is absolute carnage.
Aye, because have you ever seen a camel run?
It's just...
A camel running is absolute carnage.
get that shared. Today we're just going off. we're just watching
Let's
videos.
let's just look at Mad Sports. Aye, let's just do it.
Let's get it shared, Michael.
I've yet to see anybody sit on a camel.
I promise we'll get to the football in
F1
F1 in a wee minute, okay?
Like a camel running is basically that stage where you're stumbling as you're going to fall, but they just keep running in that kind of constant stumble. Well, they're the fastest stumblers in the world. Oh, look, they've got. Oh, this is in Jordan.
All right. Here we go. He's all ready?
All right.
Oh, I am ready. I'm ready.
Press play in 3. Oh, wait. Sorry. For everybody out there, this is called Camel Race, Wadi Rum, Jordan. It's 2 minutes, 59 seconds. All right. Ready to press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay.
Oh,
Scenery's amazing, man. That looks like something out of Star Wars.
We're getting some guys having a yap.
That is literally like the planet where Luke Skywalker comes from. It's dry and mountainous, man. CP3PO, the Cantina band kicking out in the corner.
Oh, the sugars there and everything. Oh,
It's a bit
Oh,
too lively.
jeez, they camels. Oh, so they've got Kiddie on racing on the back of them. The guy's just been knocked over.
one guy's just getting run over.
Just get oh my god. So what do they? Oh, and
I don't know if they're
what is
supposed
actually
to be
going on
yet or
here?
no. I can't tell if this is the race.
Is this the
It's
race?
just a motor running him.
The cars are chasing after them.
What the hell is going on?
So it's just a bunch of camels running about with kiddie and wee men in their backs.
And
While the
a
cars
rake of
drive
Ford
after
before's chasing them.
I mean, what
I don't even. I have no idea what's happening.
the legs move so fast for how big they are.
Mm-hmm.
See for the kind of shoulders up, it looks like they're in a pool down the breaststroke.
It looks so graceful, and then down below it is just chaos.
Oh, two out in front.
Oh, they two are having a wee yap and a banter.
This must be the race.
This is
This
the race,
is indeed the race.
This is
So
Well, that
Really,
one's got a
really-
bit of gallop on, to be fair. My God. It's a bit of stride.
Oof. That one said,
steady.
"Get your race."
Easy enough. He's not gone.
maybe somebody
Make me race, yeah.
somebody in the camera card said something to Denelite. Someone go.
What'd you say to me? What did you call me? This track is massive, by the way.
Oh, aye. Oh, it's next to the wee market.
Oh,
It looks a bit
that's a
tight.
lap done, is it? Oh, this must be it.
We got the photo finish.
Photo finish. A photo for each one that
It was
finishes.
so
They're all
weird.
up.
This,
They're all just kind of plodding along. They've lost interest.
There's a load of them have just decided, whatever, man. That'll be fine.
oh
There
my
we go, there we
God.
go. What a race.
I actually go to the bookies and say, how...
Oh, gee, what is he doing? Legging it after the camel to try getting. Oh, because of course, I suppose they're not the best natured animals, so
say,
how are you going to get them to stop once they start? Oh my God, man.
Aye, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing.
So you turn up with your racing camel, and then you've got to chase the bugger once the race is finished because
Once
that's
the race is
decided,
by.
I'm out, I'm away. Wow.
Oh, God. Right.
That's wild.
That was an experience.
That was. I'll
Now that
never
we've
forget
had a wee
that.
bit of fun. We can move on to the football.
Oh, let's say.
Let's move on to the football.
My God.
Start off the football with Paul's quack of the week. I do believe it's to do with football, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's to do with football, man. That is indeed. Mine's a bittersweet one because in a way, I wonder if I was there, if I would have done the same thing. I probably would have potentially. But Ayr United on Friday night, my team Ayr United beat Partick Thistle to remain in the Scottish Championship. Thank God for that. And the fans proceeded by invading the pitch to celebrate 8th position in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a wee pitch invasion and a celebration like they had indeed won the league when no, they'd avoided relegation and finished 8th in a league where a part-time team almost won the full thing. So I thought that was a wee bit of a redneck for Ayr United fans getting all excited about finishing 8th. I thought that was a bit embarrassing, I've got to say, lads.
Exciting at the time, but in retrospect, rather embarrassing.
Just it's a bit of he's gone for me, lads. I mean, as an Ayr fan, I was delighted myself that they won 3-1 against Partick. I was really worried getting into that kind of game. Didn't really think much of your chances when they've been playing very well, but relieved and delighted, yes. But I don't invade a pitch when it's to finish 8th in the league, man. In a league of 10, you're celebrating third bottom, man.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, if you were there, guys, would you have done it yourselves? Would you have been on running about?
I would.
I
probably would have.
You don't think so, mate?
No, unless I was inebriated. If I was drunk, then all bets are off.
Then you're on there.
Yeah.
You're running about with your tap out of your feet, didn't you? Ravenelli, belly out. Doing aeroplanes.
I think in the moment, I probably would have. In the euphoria of not having to go into a playoff and getting relegated, probably.
Aye. It's a good result for Ayr, but I don't
Especially
know, man.
against Partick Thistle, where, what's his name, the boss?
Ian McCall. Ian McCall went to Partick from us. He went.
Exactly, aye.
He went there.
Yeah, that would just be the cherry on top and all.
It was, thank God. I would like to see our manager get given a full season and a pre-season because despite we've survived in the last day, he has genuinely been a lot better. We've been a better team.
Aye.
For having him.
I think he's a good manager. Hopefully next year can push on a bit. Maybe think about finishing in the playoffs and stuff. For the season after, maybe even get into the old Premier League or Scottish Premier
One
League,
day.
Well, the Scottish Premiership.
One day,
that'd be
yes,
fun
please.
because you would have the Ayrshire derbies, you'd have the Edinburgh derbies, you'd have potentially you could have the Dundee derby as well.
The Ding Dong Dundee derby.
Full of derbies.
It would be good one day. I would like that.
Aye. I mean, speaking of derbies, we had the Old Firm today as well. It's a 1-1 draw.
Quite happy with that.
Which I'm happy with that. Like, I mean, a win would be better, but 1-1 draw, 3 games to go, 6 points clear. So we're in good stead.
It's pretty much there. Aye, it's as good as there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, if I'm being honest, I don't know. Did any of you watch the game? Probably not.
No, I did. I watched it. Aye, the Old Firm game. I did indeed watch it.
If I'm being honest, Rangers probably should have won that match.
I would agree, certainly. Aye,
especially in the second half where they were just they were putting the pressure on. I mean, it was end to end, but most of the clear-cut chances were Rangers. I mean, Fashion Sakala.
He has the post, aye.
He hits the post. But I don't think they're calling him that now, is it? It's Fashion Junior, I think.
Fashion Junior is in the back of his top, aye.
Yes. And the commentators were calling him Fashion Junior as well, so...
They were unlucky. Joe Hart makes a tremendous save as well in the second half.
Aye. Did indeed. Although, I would say, Fashion's goal... I think Joe Hart should be doing a bit better there.
It's near post. I think if you're a goalkeeper and you're losing a shot near post, you're always going to be disappointed with yourself, aren't you, mate?
Aye. I think he could have done better there, but at the end of the day, we got the draw. There was a few moments there where I'm like, VAR. If VAR's in there, it could have changed the game today. Like, I can't wait for VAR to come in. Conspiracy theorists are going to be going wild. Brilliant.
You never know what will come out, man. It's not got long now, though.
Nah.
Mid-season next year. It's been good to have the Old Firm competitive and exciting again this year, though, mate. I've loved watching all these exciting Old Firm games.
Aye. As good as it is, beating your rivals like 4-0 and whatever, like... It's better when it's more competitive and you beat them.
Aye.
It's so much better than just a walkover. So it is. I can't wait till next year to see what the two squads do, actually. Who they bring in and how they strengthen their squads. Next season should be another good season. Hopefully all two of us qualify for Champions League and we're in the Champions League as well. Like,
fingers crossed for both.
Fingers crossed.
Aye, definitely, man.
For us and for Scottish football as well.
Oh, definitely, man.
Aye, be brilliant. So I was talking about managers there. So the old Carlo Ancelotti. He's become the first manager to win the league in all 5 of Europe's major leagues.
Quite an achievement, isn't it?
That's some achievement, aye. So he's won the, Michael, if you don't know the 5, the big 5, they call it, like, that's Serie A in Italy, Ligue 1. Is that how you say it?
Ligue 1 in France.
In France. Ligue 1 in France. The Premier League, obviously in England, the German Bundesliga, and then the Spanish La Liga. That's the big 5, so...
I didn't realise that was his first La Liga title, because obviously he'd been Real manager before and they'd won the Champions League.
Won the Champions League. Won the Champions League a couple of times in a row. Then, no title.
So I found that quite shocking, but definitely goes down.
Sounds a wee bit made up, that to me.
What's that?
Like the big 5 thing. Like,
well, aye.
You know what I mean? It's like one of these stats that, I mean, okay, it's a real stat, but like we're adding meaning to it. Like that it doesn't necessarily need to have. I mean, obviously I'm no massive football fan, so maybe for big football fans it has more meaning, but I'm not to say it's not an achievement, but he's just doing his job, isn't he?
Well, Yes.
Well,
I mean,
like,
at the end of the day,
day,
at the end of the day, you're right. It's just doing his job, and
Why-
he's doing
why
what
you
he's
should
been hired
be?
to do.
Huh?
That's you're very right there in that. Oh man.
Mick with a put down old Carlo. Show him down.
Oh man. Oh god.
The even funnier thing is, though, Mick, is that he could still potentially lose his job at the end of the season
Huh?
if he doesn't win the Champions League.
If he
Yes.
doesn't win the Champions
Really?
League. Actually, there's even talks about it, even if he does win the
Wow.
Champions League, he might not they might fire him. He's not really been playing well, he's not been getting his team to play really exciting football that Real Madrid is known for, you know. The Real Madrid way.
Such as the scattiness of the top teams in Spain.
That's
If
ridiculous, man.
it's not just enough to win, you've got to win
With style.
well.
Aye, got to win beautifully.
Mm.
Oh dear.
Little pizzazz. Oh man.
Sounds mad, I know, but it's for real,
Yes.
mate.
That's for real. That's for real.
How can
That's
I would be intrigued to see how that's justifiable in a sort of contractual sense.
mate. Bro. They'll just pay him off.
Ah.
Basically, aye.
Yeah.
Pay
They'll
off
just
his
give him money
contract,
and
Just
tell
give
him
him his
to like,
but
aye.
his guarantee is
Aye.
for
That's the way to get out of these things. Just give him money. That's it.
They make enough money they can pay off managers' contracts
oh dear.
if they're sacking you.
Yep.
He'll be fine. He'll get paid for his 2 years of work, even if he only works 1 year. So he'll be fine. They'll not hurt him too
One
much.
might argue that's a bigger success.
Bye.
If anything, it's good for him. Aye.
He did his job
10
that he
million?
did his job that way. He's
Thank you.
got a paid year's holiday.
Aye.
Quite ridiculous when you think about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh God. Anyway, have you seen? Just to move on for that, there. Have you seen that a consortium led by the owner of the LA Dodgers is They look like they are going to be the new Chelsea owners.
I did see that. Aye, I did see that. Although
Is this the same consortium that consists of the random sports people and stuff? Or is this a different thing?
It has, yes, some random people, and it has, so the owner is Todd Bowley. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's spelled Boehly. How you pronounce that? I don't know.
I mean, Bowley sounds right.
But Bowley, right? So the consortium consists of a Swiss billionaire, in the name of Hans Ward Wise, whoever that is.
Got to be a villain. First name's Hans.
British journalist Daniel Finkelstein, British businessman Jonathan Goldstein, and an American PR executive, Barbara Charoni.
This sounds made
Sharon.
up.
Aye.
His names are ridiculous.
So
Okay.
they look like they've I think they've offered 2.5 billion.
What was the original
2.5
asking price?
billion.
Was it 3?
4.5 billion is the net worth.
Jesus.
there's a lot of money in Chelsea.
Oh my god.
Aye.
Comes with a lot of weird caveats though. Buying Chelsea, they don't want the stadium changed.
Mhm.
If you buy Chelsea, you're not allowed to sell it for the next 10 years
Oh.
in order for there to be stability within the club. So if you're buying them, you've got to keep them. It's the rich don't usually like getting told what to do with their money.
Mm-hmm. I think so. They've got so Chelsea are on that bloody special license, aren't they? To
To allow this sale to go through.
Aye, till the 31st of May. So they've got to the end of the month, I believe. Aye. I mean, this is so strange because the preferred bid for Chelsea is that consortium. However, there was somebody else who offered 4.25 billion, so nearly 2 billion more than what they've offered. That was Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the British billionaire. But for some reason, the preferred bid is this consortium.
Just the one guy.
Aye, just the one guy.
How many billions does he have that he's willing to part with 4+ billion? How rich can one person be?
I have no idea.
Wow, it's an obscene amount of money.
It is. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, whoever takes over Chelsea, man, it's a money-making machine. Like, you know, football is money. It makes so much money.
Yep.
Club's always in debt, but the people who run it have fucking money. It's crazy.
Bit like big charities.
Aye.
The folk running them have plenty of money, but there seems to not be
Red
quite enough
Cross.
money to keep things going.
That's why I don't give to the bastards. Oh, sorry. No, let me. There are charities that I will give to. Once I know that the money that I'm giving them is going to what it's supposed to go to. Not for every pound that I give, 1 pence is going to the actual cause. That can get to.
Outstanding.
Anywho. A bit of sad news. One of the most controversial agents, I would say, in football has sadly passed away the other day.
Mino Raiola.
Yep.
Who is it, sorry?
Michael, I don't know if... Raiola? Mino Raiola?
Pass. No.
An Italian super agent in football.
So, he's a Dutch-Italian. He's... I mean, right now he has, like, Erling Haaland, Paul Pogba, Zlatan, and his stable of players that he manages.
Had.
Well, yes, sorry.
Just for what it's worth.
Aye. He was. He would always. He would leak stuff and. He had a certain way of doing things.
He was a very controversial character
Very
as far as
controversial.
football went.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Will football be richer without him? Oh, I don't know, but
I mean, he was controversial in the sense of getting things done, but if you most of the players who he was an agent for, like to tell you, he was a brilliant guy. He was one of the most caring agents. Well, not agents, but
he made a lot of money for his clients. Certainly,
right,
would
for
be
sure.
the summation of it.
Okay.
So, may you rest in peace, Mr. Raiola. Surely be missed in the football world by some, anyway. Maybe not all. I'm just going to move on now to, I say F1, a bit of motorsports here today. So I came across this when I was just reading stuff online and stuff, and I seen this a video by BBC Sports Scotland. It was about Scottish women breaking new ground in motorsport. So yeah, these young ladies, Logan Hannah and Chloe Grant, they're the only all-female racing team in the UK, both from Scotland. They're racing in the GB4 Championship. And it's something that I never heard of, so I just went and looked up. Have you guys ever heard of GB4?
I do not know what that is.
Yeah. So GB4 is it was launched to be an entry-level junior single-seater category in the UK. So it was created to offer drivers that obviously graduated from karting or club racing. It was created for them. So this is so that they could climb the single-seater ladder more affordably.
Right.
So it operates at a significantly lower cost than F4,
Right.
for instance.
Right.
Yeah. So I think what's his name? Oh, Jesus Christ! Mercedes.
Russell.
Lewis Hamilton.
George Russell.
George Russell. He came through a similar way. That's how he came through racing. So he did. So here's this though. This is the cost. So this is the low cost. So a full season of competitive single-seater racing will be from 60,000 a year for a private, and if you're in a team, if a professional team, the cost will be 120 grand to 150 grand.
Wow.
To run your team for the year.
Aye. So if you're just yourself, you don't have a team. I mean, like a professional team, it'll probably cost you around 60 grand. It's a lot of money.
Yep.
And this is
It is indeed.
this is the lower cost route.
Just going to say,
So
this is the cheaper route, aye.
Aye. So I think about what F4, like how much that would be.
It's crazy to think the money that goes any more sport at the top level.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. So I will. I'll be looking out for the two Scottish lasses. So I will. No, that's Logan Hanna and Chloe Grant. One of them's only 17.
Cool.
I think that's
Oh,
normal.
right.
Yeah. So just going to move on to the LF1. So this week is all Miami. Have you looked at the layout of the track?
Can't say that I have, but I will immediately go and have a look.
Yes. Go and have a look. While you're doing that, Paul, here's
Yes.
something for you. Did you know that each team in F1 has weather spotters? They're
Weather
situated
spotters?
about 3 to 5k from the track.
Spotting the weather.
Yes.
What?
Because radars don't detect everything.
So
Radars
it's to rule out any tiny wee thing.
pretty much. So the radar will, because obviously the radar it'll show you certain things, but it will only show you how much it's raining or what, lightning, whatever.
I mean, what a world. Like, you're
but
paid by
imagine,
Mercedes to sit in a van 5 miles from the track
Right.
and look
It's
at the
actually
clouds.
real. Just say, oh, that cloud that you thought was moving away, it's actually coming in. It's coming in pretty
Clouds
fast.
coming.
Oh, so each team has them, so like they can. Man, honestly, F1 is like it's crazy. Any advantage they can get, man.
I don't find it.
Imagine just being a weather spotter, just sitting here getting paid. Have you
Living the
looked at the track,
Looking at it now, aye?
Michael?
Aye, I see it, mate.
Looks like it's going to be a very fast track, doesn't it?
It does, aye.
Big
think
ass
there's only-
straight, big sweeping curve up the eye.
Mhm. There's only like 2 corners, I would say, that you really have to slow down for. The rest of them is you could
2, 3.
3.
4.
Aye, there. turn 11,
5. I'd say 5
14.
slow corners, and the rest of it's just
16.
go as quick as you've got the balls to go.
Speed.
Aye. So turn 1, 11, 14, and 15. And 17, 5.
And the
That'd be the
stadium's
ones
going round the Hard Rock Stadium as well. I see the
Yep,
Miami
it's going round the
Dolphins
Hard
Stadium.
Rock.
Wow.
Yeah. So the circuit is 5.4k
Right.
in length. So it'll be another interesting one. So it will.
Definitely will. Aye.
Let's see what. Do you think, Michael? Do you think your team's going to come out fighting this week or what?
Mercedes.
Aye.
I don't think they'll fare much
laughing at
better
Paul?
this week. No, I think we'll likely see a jumping improvement for Spain. I think when they hit Europe,
Right.
when they hit Europe,
Aye.
they'll have an upgrade or two to introduce, and we'll see how it goes for
Right.
them. But I can't expect. I don't expect. I should say too much change this week coming.
How far is Spain? Spain is at the end of the month, right?
Aye.
Middle to end, the 20th May. Okay. Interesting. That's what you think. Do you think the car will be better then?
I think that's where we'll see them introduce upgrades. Anyway, how much impact the upgrades have, I don't know, but aye.
What do you think of Total Wolf's comments the other day when he's to Lewis that we have our car isn't running very well?
He apologised
have
for
a
the
good-
car, didn't he? We don't have a good enough car for you.
I don't know how to take that.
Well,
to
he
be
didn't. Well, but this is the thing. He didn't say just like Lewis Hamilton's car specifically. He meant as a whole, like the cars.
Aye, the car, the team.
honest.
There's been a lot of memes like where there's people taking the piss because they're like, oh wait, he's telling Lewis we have a crap car, but George Russell's finishing higher up the
Mhm.
A lot of people have been taking the piss with that.
That's just
Do you
that's
think-
just folk being silly though. I mean, ultimately,
Do you think he
if
meant
the car was what they wanted it to be, and Russell was outperforming Hamilton, then Russell would be fighting for
Aye.
podium.
oh I
You know what I mean, he'd be chasing first. He wouldn't be.
chasing
He wouldn't be.
forward.
He wouldn't be fighting
Fifth,
for everything he
sixth.
can get just to come fourth.
Aye. I think the way he said it, I think it took out of context. I think he literally just meant to Lewis that your car is, but folk are
Something that I've not
Taking
seen
it
talked
and swinging
about, right? Like, well, I've seen it talked about enough that I'm aware of it, but I've not seen it talked about by the fans and the folk that are into their memes and taking the piss and stuff. Ham- Hamilton had worked with them to basically make some changes, I believe, primarily to the aerodynamics. I'm assuming front wing, and I don't know what else they've adjusted, but they basically worked on making some changes for last week. I think more as an experiment than anything else, but they're trying to get everything out of the car that they can without upgrading parts, and it didn't work out. Like, if anything, it made the porpoising worse, and you know it didn't go to plan basically. But my understanding is Russell was running with effectively what they had before, which wasn't necessarily great, and he's doing very well to get fourth with the package that they had. But it's not as if they had the exact same setup. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not to defend Hamilton's performance or anything else, but just for the sake of having all the information, they did try some stuff there that didn't work out.
He, I think it was in Australia. Lewis Hamilton had an extra bit of weight in his car.
Right.
They put sensors in his car.
Right. Okay.
For data and stuff.
Right.
So maybe it was that data they were using there.
I don't know.
Oh. Who knows?
Interesting.
Do you think that? Well, I don't think that I don't think he's got to retire now. I remember I said that if he doesn't win the title this year, he will retire.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still stand by if he had a good car. If he lost the title and he was in a good car, then I think he would retire. Right. Actually, I didn't even say retire. I said he wouldn't win again. But if he was to retire this year, would there be a lot of questions? Like, do you think folk would look back on this season and be like, what would have happened if he had a better car? Like, could he have got this 8th title? You think that would be a question for years to come?
I think there's always going to be questions. Would if Mercedes were in the mix with Red Bull and Ferrari, like would Leclerc have won the races that he's won? Would Verstappen have did as well as he has in the races that he's been able to get to the finish line in? You know what I mean? So
I was just going to say the ones that he's finished.
It's an interesting thought experiment, but it's nothing more than that. There's what ifs in any season, depending on the particular circumstances.
Season. And you could go back previous season and say, what if would he have won if this person or that person or they had a car or they had a car? It's always going to be the questions. Do you see him retiring at the end of this year? Do you think if they have a terrible season, he retires?
I think it depends what kind of faith he's got in them next season. I keep seeing things on social media like shitty like websites and stuff try to drum up clicks through saying like, oh, like Hamilton's unhappy at Mercedes, rumours that he's going to join Ferrari, or rumours that he's going to join this or whatever. I don't see him going with any other team at this point in his career. I think that at the end of this season, if he's no world champion, which at this moment in time doesn't look like he will be unless they can make some drastic improvements, I think the only way he has another run with them is if he's got supreme faith in their car for next season. I mean, much like my arguments last season, I think he's competitive enough and he wants that record bad enough that if it doesn't happen this year and he thinks that he can get it next year, he'll go for it. But I think if by some miracle they were able to turn it around this season and he won the title this season, I do think he would retire then. I don't think he would come back for another go. I think that would be him sort of satisfied, or as satisfied as he can be with just having that final record.
So you think it's all to do with the car? If he trusts the car,
aye. I think if he thinks he's got a genuine chance of winning, he thinks the car's going to be up to it. Then I think he would come back again. Like if they continue in the trajectory they're on now, finish middle of the pack with a dreadful car. Then aye. If he's got faith in the car,
he would just be like, what's the point if in this car? Yeah. Interesting. Maybe you're doing Haas. I would be happy.
Hey! Come on in. Water's lovely, this.
Just when you were talking there about articles and stuff like that, I keep seeing these other ones as well, popping up there with Hamilton. Like if he, because obviously he's a part of one of the groups who put in money to buy Chelsea and stuff. So they're conspiring that, if that happens, then he'll retire from F1 and concentrate on that. And I'm just like,
concentrate on what? Like he's like a silent investor, basically. You know what I mean? Like he's not running Chelsea.
And like some of them think he'd be on the board and stuff. I'm just like, Yeah, like whatever.
He paid money for his account into somebody else's account to make an investment. That's
Aye.
it.
unless he has stipulations that he wants to be whatever in the boardroom. Like, I don't know. Maybe they know something more than me. But that was like
But then is he not a fan? Is he not an Arsenal fan or some other team?
He's an Arsenal fan.
Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, he said he was anyway. Maybe that's his grand plan. Burn Chelsea from within.
Do donuts in the centre circle. And on this and micro.
oh god.
And this micro. I keep seeing other articles as well about Mercedes actually pulling out F1 soon.
That's been talked about for a couple of years.
Aye. Well, I keep seeing them popping up more prevalently. I don't even know what I'm trying to say there. Been popping up more frequent. But Mercedes got to sell it, so we'll see what happens there. Because if they sell it, then obviously you have, as we talked about, was it last week? Where we have when you have Porsche,
Everybody.
VW, and them all trying to get into F1, so it'll be interesting. Mercedes drops out in one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in. Oh, which engine would you like to see in F1? Yeah, Porsche, VW,
Bugatti.
Skoda.
Bugatti, yes.
Skoda.
V12 super engine. Aye. God knows. I don't know.
Skoda. Dacia.
Yes.
He's a Dacia.
Smart.
Robin.
Smart. Aye, smart car. Smart racing.
Robin.
There you go.
Hey, by the way, those smart cars, have you seen how safe they are in a crash?
No.
Are they really?
Have you seen the
How can they
test?
possibly
Oh my
be
You
God.
would think with the size of them, they would be unsafe.
Aye, you think?
There's no room for crumple zones or anything else.
Somehow they crumple.
My thoughts was, what the... When I seen that, there was a video I seen about it. Anyway, before I ponder off into someone else, let's move on here. The end. We're nearing the end. I'm going to move on to Michael's monologue, or mixed monologue.
Doesn't it sound the same when you say Michael? Mixed
No,
monologue.
that's why I was like, nah, Mick. Mixed monologue.
It's Monologue.
Move on to mixed monologue.
I have a choice for these lads.
Oh, yes, I love a choice.
So we can either roll the dice on a bot written transcript, and it would be a Saw movie transcript,
Oh, Jesus.
or I can read you a selection of Chuck Norris jokes.
I don't mind some Chuck Norris, I've got to say.
You what?
I do like a bit of Chuck Norris-y part. The old Chuck Norris part is brilliant. I will secede to the podcast chief here, though. Whatever you think, Harvey.
I don't know. Should we just flip a coin? I've got a coin. We'll flip a coin.
Okay.
Flip a coin. What's heads got to be?
Heads for the bot.
Heads for the bot, tails for
Chuck.
Flip it. Flip it, the coin. And it's heads.
But
Just so you know.
Okay.
So, but there we go.
Now,
So,
I mean, bear in mind, I haven't read it, and it could be terrible. Right, we're rolling the dice here. We're hoping for the funnies. Okay, so it is titled Saw 9 Saw it Daba Da Bang Diggy Diggy Diggy.
it's the bloody Kid Rock song. Bow with the bow, a bang, a ding, diggy, diggy. I get that. That's quite good. Okay, sorry.
Here we go. Right, I think it might be good. Interior.
Bang, a bang, a ding.
Whale. A sexy woman, Becky sex woman, is covered in blood, chained to a bed.
Oh dear.
She's in a whale, but she doesn't know it yet. Becky. Ah! Blood is supposed to be inside my body, not outside it. An old TV turns on. We know it's old because it's covered in cobwebs and voted for Trump.
Yes.
The doll from the other movies appears on the screen, but this time he's sexier. We know he's sexier because he's covered in sex webs.
Oh, he's sex
Oh my
web.
God. Oh Christ. Sexy doll. Hello, Becky. Want to play a game? Becky. Yes, of course. Don't be silly. Yes, 100%. Game, please. Becky still doesn't quite realise she's inside a whale. Sexy doll. Becky, you are inside a whale. Becky now realises she's inside a whale. She's fine with it.
Alright.
Sexy doll continues. I hid the key to this whale inside your pancreas.
Pancreas. Why did the whale got a key? Oh my God.
Oh man.
Right. Becky whispers to herself, good thing I'm a pancreas doctor. Oh my God. Sexy doll. But since I know you're a pancreas doctor, I took it out of your pancreas and put it in one of your kidneys. The cool one.
The cool kidney.
And she's Becky whispers to herself, ah, fuck, I don't know kidneys. A countdown starts counting down from 1 hour on the TV. Sexy doll. Whoa, what the fuck is that? I didn't do that. Who did that? The whale did that.
What a plot twist.
And that was a butter written transcript for Saw 9.
What a plot twist. So with the bow, a bang, a ding, diggy, diggy.
Fuck, I don't know kidneys. Oh God.
Oh, Jesus.
How do you make the saw doll look sexy?
Sex webs.
Sex webs. That's what.
God.
Sex webs. Outstanding.
That's
Love
genius.
Well, thank you for that, Mick. Oh man. Oh God. Well, that brings us to the end of this rather delightful podcast that we've done today. It was rather fun, wasn't it?
There was a bit of everything on there, man. I've laughed. I've laughed some
The
more.
weekly mix and mash variety of it.
Yeah,
It really was.
You're right, aye.
Don't offend Dobbs camel racing. My God.
Oh, goodness. Oh, just like to thank you all for a very successful month. We've had over 300 downloads this month. It's fantastic. So we're growing. We love your help to grow as well. So keep sharing, keep listening. Thank you very much for listening to this episode of the Weekly Mix and Mash. Bye, driver.
Bye.
Bye.
Ta-da.
Bye, man.
destination.